Hi everybody. So as I mentioned in the last video, and I'll mention it for the next couple of weeks, so from now on I'm doing all of the video voiceovers the day that I'm actually publishing the videos from now on, right? The last batch of videos, I think I did all the work for it in like December or early January. I hate the idea of you hearing what I've said like weeks and weeks and weeks ago, because people have questions and stuff gets updated and it's a mess. So anyway, February 5th, hi everybody. In the last video, we finished wiring up the small connector piece between the autopilot roll servo in the right wing and the right wing harness, or wiring harness. Great. Okay, so in this video, all we're really working on this whole video is redoing the circuit breaker board so that we can get, or I should say actually making the circuit breaker board so that we can get the just rudimentary pieces of the G3X system running. Okay. What I've done is I've cut out a board, which you can see there. It's just a piece of aluminum with a bunch of holes. I want to say it's 7/16. No, that doesn't make sense. I'm trying to think of what the hole diameter is. I think it's 7/16. Doesn't matter. It's something or other. But they're all uniform, right? So you want to cut a nice grid of holes. With these breakers, you want them to be a minimum of 0.7 inches apart from center to center. I believe that's what I read. And I put them at least a few inches apart so that there's no accidental shorts. So what I'm using to distribute power is copper bars. And what I'm doing here is I'm actually drilling the holes in the bars. So, circuit breakers got two terminals. The power comes in and then the power goes out towards whatever it is that needs the power. Too much power goes through, circuit breaker breaks and breaks the connection, and then you don't have the power to the device anymore. Great. How do you distribute power across all those circuit breakers? Well, you could use, a wire to each one. You still got to, thing is, you still need to have those wires come off of something. It's either going to be like some kind of big, distribution block or terminal block or something like that. I'm just going to have one big wire come in. Well, it's a little more complicated than that. But then use copper bars to go across. I've shown you pictures of this before. I've told you this is what I'm going to do, and so this is me doing it. Great. So now that you know what I'm working on for the rest of the video. Oh, plus I'm apparently salvaging a bunch of wire. It's time for a nice rant. Another reason I'm doing these videos, and I'm actually doing the voiceovers the day of, is because I never know, I try to make the last video of the week with a little bit of a rant because people piss me off because they suck. And it's time to draw attention to how people suck. So, I don't want it to be the first. I'd like to be the last video. I never know which video is going to be last. I try to do them in order, but it never works. So, long story short, here's a rant. To drivers in the San Francisco Bay Area, go f*** yourselves. I don't know if I've gone over this before, but how damn impatient do you have to be? Look, this is the most, San Francisco Bay, Silicon Valley, this is the home of tech, right? This is where all the hungry, hardworking, want to succeed people come that are in IT. You come here. And unfortunately, that translates into aggressive behavior in pretty much all aspects of life, right? I got a coworker who, when I'm asked a question, he tries to answer, right? Because look how good I am. I can do everything. It's like, you know what? Why don't you shut your fucking mouth and make sure your own fucking work gets done, right? That's just one of the examples. But most of it always comes out in driving, because on the road, I'm not a boss. I'm not a manager. Someone else isn't, everyone is equal. So you know what? I'm just going to be a complete I'm going to pull out from behind you, and I'm talking just like on a two-lane road or a four-lane road. I'm going to pull out into the passing lane and try to get in front of you so that I can be at the stoplight first, which is only like 200 yards away. Constantly. Every fucking day. So you know what? Now I've turned into an asshole. Well, I guess I should say, being more of an asshole. So yeah, when I see those people pull alongside me, I speed up, and then they have to pull back around, and I see the disappointment on their face, and I think, great, go f*** yourself. If you do this now, it's not like this is the first time you're pulling this shit. I know that. You probably do this 50 times a day. I'm tired of it. My wife and I live on a small island with a 25-mile-an-hour speed limit. People flying around there like it's fucking Le Mans. Crazy. Actually, you know what? I did do this rant before, but it's so consistently bad, I just have to do it again. Again, like I said, one day they're all going to have to drive self-driving cars because of their shitty driving behavior, and I'm going to love it. F*** you, assholes. Okay, so I'll see you guys later.